Hi, so I want to show you how we use Google Apps for Education to run a discipline form that gets communicated to everyone that needs it and makes a master spreadsheet so that administration can make sure and follow up on everything so nothing falls through the cracks. So pretty standard: date, your name, email, student's name, grade level, any other information that might be on your regular paper form. The only addition is this top line: issue addressed for office use, please leave blank, and I'll show you how and why that's used in a second. I'm going to go ahead and let you see what the live form looks like. We're not going to fill it out yet, but I want you to just take a look. So just a regular Google form with any information that you'd want to collect. Um, so before we use it, we want to run the add-on right here. This add-on is called formMule. It's a mail merge. It takes information from a spreadsheet and creates an email for us. So I just hit launch. On the first page, there's four things I'm always going to do. I'm going to select the sheet. Right here, form response 1 is the sheet that the information is being collected on. So form response 1 is the sheet I'm going to select. The trigger, I want it to send the email when the form is submitted. And then I'm going to log the case number and a URL to the submission. So I always do those four things: form response 1, trigger, and click both those boxes and then hit next. I've said this before, but on this page, it just save the template. There's some pretty cool stuff you can do, but that's stuff I still haven't quite figured out how to do all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and skip it for now. So save and then edit template. So on the second one, you're going to hit save and then basically next. Now you're going to build your email. So your email, if I put my cursor in there and I click your email, you're going to get these double carets, your email address. So it's going to pull the information from the sheet. On the form we use, the email is already pre-populated in a drop-down list, so the teacher can just select, so that when the teacher submits it, they're going to get a copy of what the information they submitted for their records. You can also put static email addresses, so maybe it's to that person, and then also back to me. So KENNETHMDURHAM at Kenneth M. Durham at gmail.com. And then maybe there's a secretary it's going to go to, because our secretaries actually will put this information into the student information system. So I'd put her email in there. We add counselors, so comma, CC, our counselor's email, and anyone else that you're going to want to get this information. But again, these addresses are static. They're always going to get the form when it's submitted, and just the teacher is going to get it back there. Subject, D referral for, and I might grab student name, and then on and today's date. So D referral for this student, and you can make this anything. I don't call ours D referral, but again, you get the idea. It's a template that's always going to have what's going on. So student name, and you'll notice that this time it pulled student name there first. So student name, and then let's see, maybe I want the time of day on there, the reason for the referral, actions taken by the teacher previous, and descriptions of what the teacher's previously done, and description of the incident. So it's going to pull this information in an email that gets populated. So I'm going to hit preview and send. It's going to spin a little bit. There's none in here, so it's not going to send any. It's going to just keep spinning. So after it gets to this fetching preview, I just hit close. You'll notice that right over here, it added these fields in the black. They weren't there before. The other thing that I do is in this issue addressed, I right click on this down arrow and I go to conditional formatting. And so cell is not empty. I make it green. And then I'm going to add another rule. Cell is empty. I'm going to make it red. So if it's got text in it, it's green. If it doesn't have text in it, it's red. So now I go back to our form, office use leave blank, click right here for today's date, your name. Again, I just have it as a drop down for the purposes of this. I hit me. My email, I'll use my work one, kenneth.durham@sacknewtechhighschool.org. This would be normally a drop down. Student name, me, grade level 7, period 2, continuous misbehavior. I did these things previously. Test send and test send. When I hit submit, it's in. I could submit another one, but if I go back to our referral form, the information got populated. And right here, the one showed up, so not quite yet. So the email got sent. So dereferral, for me, I just used me all the time. It would be the student's name. So student's name, me, second period, continuous misbehavior. These are the actions previously taken by the teacher, a description, and a description of the incident. So again, this could have gone to anybody I wanted it to go to, and the teacher's going to get a copy for their records. As the administration, I go back to this, and once I've communicated with the family, I've talked to the student, the consequence has been issued, I've communicated and closed the loop back with the teacher, I just go in and I could write a descriptive, detailed piece of information here, or I could just hit my initials, KD, and now I know that that issue's been addressed. At our site, our leadership team actually has access to this, so they can see and they can okay, yeah, admin's taking care of things and staying on top of them. So that is how we use the discipline referral form with the add-on formMule in Google Apps for Education. Hope that was helpful.